Hi everybody, my name is Teresa Veach, and recently I had the opportunity to go to Mombasa, Kenya, and I really didn't know what to expect. When I got there, I was able to stay with a missionary family, Wayne and Tammy Andres, who do all kinds of things for the people and especially for the children of Mombasa. One of the things that we went to do was to visit the babies at the infant orphanage, or really it was more like an infant rescue center. And they had been telling me about a little baby named Brenda. Really, she is 3 years old, but when I got there, I realized why they referred to her as a little baby, because she only looked like she was about 9 months old. And I know if you are mothers and if you have children uh, who are near the age of 2, 3, 4, you know they eat like crazy and get into things and run around. And this was not Brenda's life at all. She couldn't hold her head up. She has hydrocephalus, water on the brain. Um, and that really kept her in a lot of pain, uh, unable to eat, even unable to swallow. She had so many difficulties. She had been really kind of left for dead until these caretakers just dedicated their lives to helping take care of her in this kind of one room, really not very clean, actually, little baby rescue center. I got to hold Brenda, and I've never had an experience like that before. I've never held anyone who needed so much, who was really just left for dead. And I held her for the longest time. I didn't want to let go. When I left there, I had to trust God a lot that He was going to take care of her, and that the women who lived and worked at the rescue center were going to continue to take care of her. It was really hard to leave her. After we left the infant rescue center, we went to a boarding school. And if children are lucky or blessed enough to be able to go to school, it's usually a boarding school where they wear uniforms, because they really don't have any clothes, very many clothes to wear. They wear uniforms and they get to eat every day, which is really a big deal, obviously. And I got to meet two sisters in particular, Lorraine and Tamara. Lorraine is the older one, and she actually saved Tamara from being hit by an oncoming bus, and which put Lorraine in the hospital. Um, and she was left for dead because the staff at the hospital, for some reason, I don't know what the circumstances were, but they left and left many of the patients there just to die. And Wayne and Tammy found Lorraine there and nursed her back to health and got her back to health. And now Tamara and Lorraine and her little sister Tamara are at the boarding school. But Tamara has been having seizures and having difficulty studying and concentrating because of these seizures. She needs medication. There are just so many needs there. Um, Wayne and Tammy do what's called the feeding of the 500, where hundreds of kids come from the villages all around, some little 4 and 5 year olds with their infant siblings on their backs, just coming to church and to learn about things of God, and also to get a bowl of rice and beans, and to see the level of joy in their faces for receiving rice and beans, and being able to be around people who love and care for them. It changes you. It really does. Makes you realize how much we have, uh, how much we have. So my prayer, my hope is that you'll know that these children are real, that their needs are overwhelming, and that if you could buy a box or two of cards, you could really change their lives.